Fantastic. And right now it is time for a very special Leigh's Film Review with Jarvis
And Jarvis is with me today doing the film
Yes.
review. How are you, Jarvis?
I'm all right.
Are you a film fan yourself?
I am, yes, love films.
Love films. Well, today's two films, unfortunately, are pretty bad.
All right.
The first one up is Snake Eyes, which is Brian De Palma's latest film. I've been looking forward to this film all year, because I'm sort of a Brian De Palma fan. What do you think about him?
What else did he do?
He did Carrie, you know, the whole pig blood thing, and The Untouchable. You liked Carrie. He did Blow Out, the remake of Blow Out. He always has these ridiculous situations where for half an hour he sets up this thing so that something can happen later on, but they're ridiculous. Like in Raising Cain, I don't know if you've seen the last film he did. He had this ute with this sort of spike sticking inexplicably out of it back into a garage for like half an hour so that a baby could fall down and get spiked, and it's all one big setup. And he sets up these loopy situations. And Snake Eyes, I was looking forward to, and it's bad, unfortunately. This film is basically about Nicolas Cage, who plays sort of this cop who does a silly walk impersonation for most of the movie. He's walking around, he's at a boxing match, he's sitting down, and the Secretary of Defence, who's a couple of rows behind him, gets assassinated. So the rest of the film is they lock off the whole boxing rink, they lock it all off, so that no one can get out, and they're going to search the 40,000 people.
So it's like a big Agatha Christie.
It is. It's like Pluto or something, except you've got 40,000 people to search through. Unfortunately, the problem with this movie is they let you know who did it in the first 5 or probably 10 minutes. So for the rest of the movie, you're just going, Cage, just hurry up and find it, because we already know. And that's.
Doesn't seem very clever, that.
No. They could have done so much with it. 40,000 people to chuck around. And they do this huge setup, like, just before he got shot, Cage is looking around going, my God, he looks suspicious, she looks suspicious, they look suspicious. And then, boom, he's dead. His brains are all over Cage's nice shirt. And then, 5 minutes later, you know who it is? I'm not going to say anything. Although I wouldn't be ruining anyone's day if I did.
Yeah, well, that's it. It should have learned. You've got to keep a bit of tension going,
Exactly, you've got to keep it throughout the movie. I don't know. I came close to walking out of this movie because of that. Have you ever walked out of a film?
No, I usually fall asleep. That's the same, and it's like mentally you've walked out of it, haven't you?
What have you fallen asleep in?
Oh, I can't remember.
I fell asleep during the Pelican Brief. Remember that with Julia Roberts? Was it John Grisham?
I'm wearing a pair of them today.
All right, well...
cheap joke, sorry. Rubbish.
Cheap joke. Yeah. Well, let's have a look at this cheap clip. Let's peel our eyes, shall we, for this clip?
Yeah, we'll peel the eyes.
We'll peel the eyes for this clip from Snake Eyes, and maybe you can make up your own mind, but it might
Dad, can you tell me, have you seen this clip before?
I have.
Can you give me a clue? I don't want you to tell me who the killer is, but does the killer appear in this clip?
Yep. He does.
Oh. All right. Okay. All right, so...
Hey!
I want to go upstairs now.
Hey!
And if you don't come with me, I'm sure somebody else will.
Change of plans. They're at the elevators. Hang a right.
Wait a minute.
That's right.
Oh.
There you have it. What did you think? Tension?
Gripping, that was, yeah. Somebody walking down a corridor.
I know, I could hardly pry your fingers off the edge of this seat. You were just onto it. Yeah, in my opinion, they should have just set fire to the film stock and just all thrown their checkbooks into it, because this film, you know, is just, it's loopy. It's loopy. There's fluff going everywhere as we talk. And onto another bad film. Titanic just came out this week on video in Australia. Yeah.
You know what? I've got to admit, I haven't seen that film.
That is so punk. You haven't
What?
it's
I
like
haven't seen it, no.
Yes. You've managed to avoid it. Is that because you don't want to because everyone's seen it?
No, I don't know. I don't know. I managed to avoid it, since everybody else in the world seems to have seen it. But
it's like, how can all these people... I went into the video shop and there's literally 80 copies of this movie and they're all out. Like, they knew how it was going to end the first time. Now they even more know how it's going to end, and they're just all hiring it again.
I've heard also that sometimes people are going to see the film and then jumping in a river afterwards. No, honestly, apparently that is true.
They always have those stories.
Get into the feel of it.
Remember when The Exorcist came out, people were saying that they were being possessed through the screen? Kind of before my time.
It was probably true.
Probably true. Now we're looking at... I've decided to avoid that, be punk like Jarvis, and avoid Titanic's release. We're looking at For Richer or Poorer. Another crap film. This is a film where there's the concept writes itself. Can you imagine the pitch meeting? an Amish community, and then just funny stuff will happen because the white rich people don't get used. They don't know how to do the Amish stuff.
Who's in this film?
Tim Allen from Home Improvement and Kirstie Alley.
I've seen this on an airplane. It's appalling. It's absolutely. Don't go and watch it. It's absolutely crap.
It's probably. I think they. This film's actually a milestone, though. It does deserve its place in the history book of film because it's the first comedy without jokes that I've seen.
Yeah,
it has no jokes in it. It's a milestone. They have a couple sort of attempts, but I think what they thought is Kirstie Alley in a silly Amish hat will be funny.
Yeah.
Exactly, and they just thought that.
Then that bloke just makes them daft faces like that all the time,
exactly,
and that's
just
supposed
goes,
to be funny, yeah.
Makes a noise. Yeah, it was. It's probably
very, very poor.
Very poor. And you saw it on an aeroplane.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, you'll usually watch anything on an airplane to take you off, take your mind off the fact that you might die in it.
Did you have to put the earphones? Because you don't have to. Do you have to put the earphones in to hear the movie?
I took the earphones out after a while and just looked at it on the screen. It's horrible. In fact, it's brought back horrible memories.
It's brought back horrible. We're all going to be sick here, and it's very lowbrow. Do you like lowbrow humour generally? Like those sort of.
Of course, I'm very sophisticated. No, I don't mind. I like daft humour, yeah, but, you know, people getting slapped round the face with a fish or whatever, you know, all that kind of stuff. I like that, all that kind of stuff, but there's a base level which you shouldn't go below.
Yeah, and they've definitely gone below. Let's have a look now. You've got to remember this. This is the best joke. I don't know if Jarvis remembers it. This is the best joke in the movie, so pay attention.
This is May. Two good, honest workers. Well, Molly gave me a big scare last week, didn't you, girl? Have a look at her pasta.
Oh, I see what you mean.
No, her pastern.
I just said ass burn.
Have a look at her pastern. I thought you said ass burn.
Yeah.
That's
good.
Should we do some more fish slapping now to cover up? No, don't like see it. Don't see it?
No, don't see it. No, avoid it.
No thumbs up. Who are those two guys? Because there's a lot of noise going on in this studio, isn't there?
Do something else with your time.
That's the set guys feverishly working over there to replace Violet's being set. But I've done a budget movie. Every week I have the budget movie of the week, the weekly video that you get when you've only got $3.
All right, good idea.
Good idea. And this week's budget movie is one I thought you might like. Get Carter.
Oh, yeah, very good film.
Very good.
Excellent.
Good opening scene, I like the whole thing. This is basically Michael Caine, who's like this real badass gangster who goes out to avenge his brother's death. And, like, this is before Michael Caine started doing Jaws sequels. And
no, it's a great film, and he goes up to Newcastle, and there's lots of... It's a bit seedy.
We're at Newcastle here.
And he's going out with Britt Eklund. Telephone
Is that
sex.
her in the bathtub that we can't show on telly, lifting up?
No, that's somebody else. But anyway, very good, yes, I'd
Very good, recommended. Can we all please thank Jarvis for recommending Get Carter?
Marvellous.
Marvellous. Get it, and it's only...
And very good music as well. Very good music in that film.
Who did the music for that?
Roy Budd.
Well, wealth of information. Okay, thank you. Now, we've got... Here we are. Credit to the Nation. That's in English. Guy. Just one guy, I think. And here's his song, the latest single off his album. It's Tacky Love Song.